Well, hello everybody and welcome to another video, a video where we hope to find and photograph snow leopards.
I have travelled from the UK all the way to the west of Mongolia in search of snow leopards.
The guide keeps saying so close, so close. I think that means the snow leopard is very close.
But Mongolia has so much more to offer than just these elusive cats.
And I have a feeling that every single photograph is going to look more like a painting.
In this video, I'll be searching for and photographing snow leopards, as well as taking advantage of the incredible light and scenery that Mongolia has to offer. This was a photography adventure I will never forget.
So I'm in Mongolia and we've just arrived and I'm supposed to be arriving at our camp. We're going to have some food, get settled in, and then tomorrow we were supposed to look for snow leopards, but we got a call in from a local farmer who's had one of his animals taken by a snow leopard, and that means that we now know where the snow leopard is. So we're kind of out in the middle of nowhere, gearing up because I've just got off an aeroplane. I've not got the right stuff on, and it is pretty chilly. So put some trousers on, get some appropriate footwear on, get the camera gear all loaded and ready, and then we're off hiking into the mountains that you can see behind me. So yeah, it's exciting stuff. Wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. So we're just on our way to see the snow leopards and we got invited into this yurt for some hot food, some cookies, and now we are fueled up and ready for the hike up there, about 1 kilometre into the mountains behind us. Incredibly exciting. I'm eating and talking, I shouldn't do this, but it's incredibly exciting. The hike has begun. I have to keep my voice down. I always get too excited. I tell you what, it's harder than I thought it would be. We're about 2,500 metres, so you start to just feel it a bit with the lack of oxygen. And of course, there's no footpath, so it's all loose scree. So it's kind of quite a long slog, long hard slog, but I mean, I can really see the views are amazing. And of course, if we make it to the snow leopard, it'll be more than worth it. So we push on, barely a quarter of the way into this, probably a fifth. There's a lot more to go. Wow, what a place though. I mean, look at it. Yeah, incredible. I wonder when we'll get a sight, if we'll get a sight of the snow leopard. It's just so much anticipation, I can't believe it. There's no rest on this trip, it's just go, go, go. The guide keeps saying so close, so close. So I don't know if I think that means the snow leopard is very close. So this could be it. Better get geared up. Get the 800mm on. Everyone's getting so excited. Let's go. Can I give you this 1 second? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. We are geared up. This is really sketchy. Like one wrong move and I'm off. Okay. This will be great. So there's no possible way that I can record the snow leopard on this camera, but I've just been laying here with my 800mm shooting across. Got some beautiful images of the snow leopard walking across the rocks. The rest of the gang have arrived now. Yeah, this is just a beautiful moment. It's fantastic.
To see a snow leopard in the wild was an incredible experience, and at the time I didn't realise how lucky we were, not only to see and photograph a leopard, but to do so on day one of our trip.
Wow. Oh, it's incredible. It's moving now.
It was a brief encounter, and before I knew it, the snow leopard had walked over the ridge and out of sight. Little did I know that it would be 7 days until we got another encounter with the snow leopard. So it's just as well that our campsite was situated at one of the most picturesque sites in all of Mongolia. Surely it has to be. This place is incredible.
All right, so we have made it. We have made it back. Well, back. We have made it to our camp. This is it. It's absolutely beautiful. What a spot. I mean, you can't really tell on this camera, but it's very dark now. It's basically sunset and it'll be pitch black in no time at all. But we have these yurts that we're staying in. I think there's 3 to a yurt. But, oh, man, let's have a quick look at the views because, yeah, it'll be dark very shortly. So if I walk around, spin you around, have a look. Wow. So there's just endless views from here. This is a great vantage point and I'm quite excited for sunrise to shoot all of this. Get the 100 to 400 out. These are all just open plains with mountains in the background. And then of course we have these mountain ranges behind the yurts. Yeah, it's going to be some, definitely going to be some good shooting potential from here. But at the minute, the last thing on my mind is shooting. The first thing on my mind is eating. The second thing, sleeping. So yeah, get set up anyway, get all my gear out, get organised and yeah, get some food. Oh, so this is it. This is home sweet home. I'm in with Mike and Miles and there's a stove all going all lovely and warm. This is not bad at all.
Yes, you're going in with
in fact, I would argue that this is actually quite luxurious.
Yeah.
All right, just got word that food is ready. Oh, I need this. What?
Looks like you've got tweezers.
Oh, should we just eat it all?
I think so, yeah.
Do a runner. Oh, this looks really good. Well, good morning everybody from a windy Mongolia, so I apologise if there's any wind noise. You can see the yurts behind me, that's where I've been sleeping, or I believe they're actually called gurs over here. But man, what a morning. It's not quite sunrise yet, but the views from this campsite are phenomenal. Just vast open spaces, mountains in the distance, big skies. And I think when the sun comes up and we start getting some light and colour, there could be some beautiful images to be had from here, especially with a long lens, just picking out different areas of this massive landscape in front of us. Yeah, it's beautiful. Absolutely freezing, but beautiful. We had a few camera problems, but we're all right. And you can see the light behind us. The sky's just got this lovely pink band across the lower half. Obviously on this camera you're looking at, you see a lot of blue, but with the 100-400 we're going to go in and we're going to take bits of the landscape and isolate them and crop them out. And yeah, I think the 100-400 is the lens of choice for this vast landscape. Just gonna pop a polarizer on, which should make all the difference. Okay. Oh, this is incredible. The light is just starting to come, and the way that I'm worried about that wind. Can't have you blowing over again. Oh my God, the light is beautiful, but I think it's only going to get better. This valley is running from west to east. The sun is rising in the east, and already I can see the light beginning to paint the distant landscape. It looks incredible, and I have a feeling that when that sun comes up, the light is going to stream down this valley. It's going to rake across the landscape, and there's going to be images for the taking. Oh, this is incredible. What? I've never really experienced an environment as vast as this. I'm so glad I've got the 1-400, man. So the light is really coming now, and I've just got my first shot, but it's going to be so difficult for me to articulate my thinking and my composition because it is just very instinctive. All I'm doing is I'm taking the long lens, I'm scanning the landscape, I'm looking for light, geometry, shapes, symmetry, texture, anything that comes together to form what undoubtedly will be an abstract image, simply because of the way the light is right now, the environment, the fact that I'm shooting at such long focal lengths. You can't always distinguish exactly what you're looking at. This scene in front of me looks like a painting, and I have a feeling that every single photograph is going to look more like a painting than an actual photograph. So yeah, man, wow, look at the light, is incredible, man. Look at this. Oh, this is incredible. It's just going to be over so quickly, but the way the light is raking across the landscape over here, you can see there's a big shadow, so we've got half the valley in shadow, half the valley in light, and that transition between shadow and light with the striations of the valley floor zoomed in at like 300 mil. It's so abstract, it looks like brushstrokes. It's unbelievable. And I know we're only in the middle of January, or perhaps by the time you're watching this, the end of January, but these surely are some of my best images of the year. How long before that joke gets old? I don't know. Anyway, wow. Ah, man. Just perfect. Absolutely perfect.
After that mesmerising sunrise shoot, it was time to set off again in search of the snow leopards. The spotters scoured the mountains looking for the elusive cats but didn't find anything. But all I could think about was that landscape. How would it look at sunset? Because sunrise was incredible. So with a lack of any leopard sightings or photography during the day, my trigger finger was itching for more of that long lens abstract landscapes. Could I make more paintings with my Nikon Z8 brush? Alright, well, I'm hoping that we can get a nice, get my gloves, a nice evening shot. The sun's just gone down, it's just dropped behind the
clouds in the mountains over there. I mean, I don't know if this evening's going to be as good as this morning. The light this morning was spectacular. And actually, I'll tell you what, while I was setting up, I better thank the sponsor of this video, which is Squarespace. So if you don't know who Squarespace are, they're an all-in-one website building platform. So as a photographer, if you want a website, but you don't know where to start in building one and you don't want to hire a company to do it for you, like a web designing company, you can just log on to Squarespace and do it all using their drag and drop system. Simple, easy, intuitive, straightforward. Anyone can do it. You can even register your own domain, have an online store, your own members gallery, or members area, should I say. If you get stuck, they've got 24/7 customer support. But as I always say, you can just go onto YouTube, watch a tutorial, and before you know it, you'll have a website up and running in no time at all. So if you fancy giving that a go to squarespace.com/Heaton and you'll get a free trial. And if you like that free trial, use the offer code Heaton for 10% off your first purchase. Right, let's crack on. I'm going to put the 100-400 on. It's just the perfect lens for when you're in an environment of this scale and this magnitude.
After witnessing such an amazing sunrise, I'd be lying if I said I was equally thrilled by the sunset. The light just wasn't as dynamic, and I struggled to make any images before nightfall set in. But the next day, just before lunchtime, when you wouldn't expect the landscape to come to life, it seemed that once again the landscape had been transformed into a watercolour painting.
And every frame that I pick out feels like a painting. It's difficult for me to show you and articulate what I'm shooting because it's just a case of moving the camera around the scene until things click. I mean, I'm probably in it about 400mm now. I'm looking for distant hills and mountains that fit nicely in a frame, typically a square frame. And when you find it, it's just lovely. There's a lot of haze and atmosphere, which is going to soften the image. But that's okay. Everything through that viewfinder looks like a painting, so I'm embracing that. And typically in a watercolour painting, well, they're not sharp, are they? It's not about the detail, it's about the soft colour palette and the arrangement of elements, and that's what we're going for. One of my favourite types of photography, long lens in an open environment. I'd recommend it to anybody. It's a great way to shoot images. Go for a panoramic. It's a bit ambitious, but if it works, it could just look fantastic. Oh, it's just so vast. All right, pretty happy with that shoot. Lunchtime. Well, it has been a fairly quiet afternoon. We've had lunch, we've been relaxing, and we've all been editing our images, and we've just got word that we have to drive somewhere. And you know what that means? Could mean a snow leopard.